Hey there, Rustin here. It is time for another ban list. This is actually a pretty big ban list. It is the ban list before Worlds. So whatever is banned here will be banned for Worlds. So this is a weird one. Okay, let's elephant in the room. Sprinting Steward is probably going to be on this ban list. As sad as I am to say it, my deck, if I continue to run the same deck that I've been running, will be less efficient. It's sad, but I mean, that's how card games are, you know, powerful stuff gets hit on the ban list. Kinda sad that I didn't make top 8 with it, but I mean, you know, I give it my best. So that out of the way, before I get into the speculation, I do want to mention a card that should really come off the ban list already, Trueblade Spirits. We have better options for removal. If the justification is that it's wind, that is just the company addressing the fact that they've been making wind powerful for a long time, and maybe they're just trying to keep it corrected, like how Law of Silence is still on the ban list. But yeah, let me just quickly go over what Trueblade of Spirits does. Quick cast Remnant. This card deals 500 damage to target Resonator with total cost 2 or less. We just have so many better options. I'm not even gonna pop any up, like there's just so many good like damaging and just straight up removal that it's a dime a dozen at this point. Those are the two, like Spring Steward, more than likely game banned. Trueblade Spirits, that should just come off. It doesn't belong there. It's pointless. Stuff that I want to see get hit on the ban list. Aristella. I know he's the protagonist for Hero Cluster, but the boy has a second ruler. Hit some of the old Aristella support cards, like man, he's gone unchecked the whole time he's been legal, and he just got more and more support. Hide, I think people have talked about Iga and Glowing Spider as like potential hits. I definitely agree with those. So yeah, Aristella needs to get some kind of hit. Hide needs to get some kind of hit. Stuff that I feel like should be looked at and maybe not necessarily banned, but a very powerful combo that I didn't realize until the recent Roller School tournament. Recon Gears and Rizard. And here's the thing, like Rizard gets cheated out with dinner time, and that's just like big brain play. Looking back, I would probably know how to counter it a little better, but at the time it definitely like, oh yeah, I played improperly against this because I was playing against Olga, and yeah, it was I got coin TK'd. My deck that is very like, you know, can usually kill on coin with Sprinting Steward. Yeah, I got bodied. It was nutty. Like Recon Gears and Rizard, if those aren't hit, I might consider like making a build around those. I don't know what it would look like, but definitely something I will keep in mind on the off chance that my deck just looks unplayable after Sprinting Steward is gone. So there's that. Ainz, I feel like Ainz is weird. I feel like Ainz could probably like get some unbans, but also get some other bans, just because like there's been so many gears that I feel Ainz feels like he's getting Fairy Tale level support and like Cthulhu level support, because like gears has just been like, I mean, it's been the whole cluster has been gears, so I guess that's fair, but at the same time it's like, man, there's just so much going on there. I'm trying to think there's anything else. Okay, so I did see one potential spoiler. I looked in spoilers and I saw, oh, ban list dropped and stuff, and it's like, oh shit, I should look away and stuff. I want to go into this as raw as possible and get my like genuine reaction to this, but I think I saw red wine and bread is what someone typed. I think, I don't know, we'll see. I've been wrong before as far as like what potential spoilers I've seen. I want to address it. Yeah, I've been avoiding the Discord all day, and I even have some messages from some people. If you watch this video, yes, I'm kind of ignoring you, but with good intentions. I don't want to get any spoilers for this because I like to have my raw reaction for this, and literally immediately after this video is recorded I'll reply to you. So yeah, just don't want any potential spoilers because I know ban list hype. Okay, I really don't want anything else. Oh, dream list, bring back Virgil, bring back Belial. Yeah, you're taking away Sprinting Steward. Give me my boys back. Dante is feeling very lonely, tucked away in a box. Here's hoping that maybe, just maybe, they let Sprinting Steward slide. Or maybe someone tossed out an errata for Sprinting Steward to where it's Vega only, like only Vega can use Sprinting Steward or something. Just tossing that out there. Alright. Cheers. That was a big gulp. Okay, I think I'm ready. I think I am ready. Shit. Okay. I've mentally prepared myself for this now. Let's hop into this. Ban list for May of 2023. Let's see what Wanderer will look like. Ban combination ban list. Hello rulers, once again we are back with a ban list and combination ban list update. There have been several GP tournaments during the past 3 months, and we have seen a lot of different decks and a lot of different rulers on those events. We are glad that you are enjoying Force of Will as much as we do. Thanks again for playing. Okay, before we actually scroll down on this, I do want to say that I would not be surprised if this ban list update is actually a very small update, just because like, while there have been some standout decks, I feel like the format is fairly diverse, that I don't think any major hits need to occur. I feel like a majority of decks will be able to just like pivot cards, where as in the past, some decks have just gone to unplayable status, so I'm very hopeful, very hopeful. This is the last update before the World Grand Prix, so this time we are doing a huge update to the band and combination— oh shit, okay, well, if I literally kept reading one more sentence, I would have been proven wrong. We are doing a huge update to the band and combination ban list. We want a World Grand Prix as diverse as possible, and we want players to play the tournament with as many different rulers as possible. With this in mind, this update will add a lot of cards to the band and combination ban list. Yep, alright, fair. But as we want as many cards as possible to be played in Force of Will, and as compensation, we promise the next band and combination ban list in April will not add any cards to the band— wait, what? Hold, whoa. Wait, what? Yeah, but as we want as many cards as possible to be played in Force of Will, and as compensation, we promise that the next band and combination ban list in August will not add any cards to the band or combination ban list. Also in August, at least 10 cards will no longer be banned or combination banned, so please take it into consideration. Okay, what I'm gathering from this is, yeah, Worlds is gonna be, I wouldn't say necessarily a lower power level, but they're taking, I'm assuming, a lot of feedback into consideration here. I do respect that they're being upfront that, hey, come August, some of the cards that were hit here will probably be taken off, so I dig that. Okay, that's cool with me. They're being upfront, that's cool. From now on, the band and combination band before a World Grand Prix will include cards, and the band and combination band after a World Grand Prix will remove cards from both lists. We hope you enjoy this decision. I'm cool with it. I would have been fine with just like a regular sized ban list and just like consistently like regular sized, but if this can possibly improve Worlds and make it like a more entertaining thing to watch, yeah, that sounds cool with me, because I'm definitely not making a Worlds. Even if I had like gotten first place in a tournament and gotten an invite, that's a lot of money. Yeah, that's traveling. I don't even have a passport. Also, a new format has been created, and as Arcana Battle Coliseum is a different format than Wanderer, it will have a separate ban list. ABC will not have a combination ban list. Check the PDF rules of ABC to see its own ban list. I actually did a reaction to that ban list update. I'll leave that as a link somewhere. It might be at the end of this video, or you can look in the description. Yeah, this is the new update to the ban and combination ban list of both formats of Force of Will, effective May 26, 2023. Melfi, Traveling Sorceress. So Melfi has been pitched as something to like get banned and stuff, but with stuff like Light Moonchild, Angelic Battle Barrier, stuff like that, and also just like cancels in general, I could absolutely see Melfi coming off in August, and this could just be just for this like World Grand Prix, but we'll see. Tea Party before the decisive duel? No. Ah, damn it. Okay, yeah, no, that one's fair. I absolutely love that card. It made my Inferno deck a little more, I don't want to say consistent, but it definitely made the plays feel a little safer, just to have that extra will, just so I could have like a cancel ready or something, so that's a bummer. Phantasmal Ascendant is probably going to be on this list as well, I bet, because it looks like they might be getting rid of like stuff that is like free will. I say free will, stuff that lets you like ramp a little, so we'll see. Angelic Battle Barrier, oh, ooh, man, my deck is just clearing up slots. Okay, that's 7 slots in my deck that need to get replaced. Oh boy, oh, that's funky. Alright. Child of the Fire Moon. I was not writing Child of the Fire Moon, but that is a major hit. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, this is already looking a lot more low power. Holy fuck. Sprinting Steward. Yeah, hate to see it. Sprinting Steward is sadly probably going to stay on that ban list. I'd be really hopeful that it comes off in August because, man, it's just so good. Aristella Twin Prince. Wow. That is interesting. I wonder if that also includes the starter deck version. But you know what? On the Force of Will YouTube channel, they did have Aristella as like the thumbnail. So I guess that could have been some foreshadowing that Aristella was gonna get banned. And I mean, like, he has a new ruler, so I mean, yeah, there's a time to ban the old one. Worlds is probably a good time. Engineer of Eternal. Huh. That is interesting. I mean, it's a free body, it's a free draw, so that's probably fair. Yeah, I feel like that one will probably come off in August. Sealed One-Eyed Dragon. Oh boy, okay, that's fucking rough. Okay, so that's a okay, so T-Party had 4 copies, Angelic Battleberry, that was 3 copies, so 7 cards, Sprinting Steward, 11 cards, Sealed One-Eyed Dragon, I'm up to 15 cards in my deck that I need to swap out. Fucking hell. Holy fuck. What am I doing with my deck now? It's gutted. Painter Gears. Fair, that's a big hit to Ainz. Generate Replicant, wow. Oh, okay. That's a big hit to anyone running Sword of Progression. Shit. Generate Replicant in Sword of Progression was basically like a Priscilla Seeker of Friends, but like, yeah, no, that's, whew, that might as, man, holy shit. Okay, that was, those were big hits. Those were really big hits. Holy shit. What is the, oh, Hyde got no hits. Oh, that is scary. Hyde, unless Hyde got some combination hits, that is frightening. Yeah, Hyde might be the powerhouse. Like, if you tell me that Hyde might be winning Worlds, I would not be surprised. Yeah, that's, oh, that is scary. That is really scary. I'm kind of worried, to see if, she actually, oh boy, okay. No longer combination banned. Gerda, the Tear of Passion, and Kilua, Fossil Girl of Melted Ice. Okay, yeah, that's a buff to Kilua. Kilua was already making top 8 in GPs, so that gives her a pretty good fighting chance. Actually, Gerda would Kilua actually run Gerda? Well, no, the meta slowed down with all these hits, so maybe there might be a world where someone runs that. Lorite, the 7 Luminaries Astrologian, and Persephone, the 11th Olympian. Ooh, that is a difficult one. So I run Lucifer in my deck, so I would not be able to run Persephone, but if I want, I got gutted for 15 cards, so there are some cards that can replace Lucifer a bit, so that's a debate. That is a debate right there. Selective Decapitation and Painter Gears. Phantasmal Ascendant and Red Wine and Red. Okay, that's where it was. Okay, so Phantasmal Ascendant didn't get banned, but it got unbanned with Red Wine and Bread. Huh, that could be a problem. What does Red Wine and Bread do again? No one runs Red Wine and Bread after Resonance Fire Magic Stone, J/Resonaries you control. Okay. Enter, put the top card of your Magic Stone deck into the field. It gains at the next end of turn. Put this card in your deck. There's some kind of loop, right? There's a play line where Red Wine and Bread was, oh wait. I'm blanking on this, aren't I? Put the top card of your Magic Stone deck into the field of the rest. I'm drawing a blank. What was the, it wasn't this, no. Why did this get combo banned? I'm drawing a blank. What was it, just because Resonance was such a big thing at the time? I fucking played during this format. What the fuck was the problem here? I'm trying to remember. You had 2 cards that would essentially ramp you a stone. It was Isis. It was Isis that was the issue, wasn't it? What was Isis? I'm pretty sure it was Isis that was the issue, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm almost positive. What was this? Resonance Fire Magic? That's what it was. Okay. Will Naya see play? Maybe. Naya might see play. She might. This is an interesting unbanned. Yeah. Okay. That's funny. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Back to Nature and Painter Gears. Child of Light Moon and Child of the Fire Moon are no longer. Oh, because Child of the Fire Moon got banned, right? Yeah, so that's whatever, right? Dragon Solari and Chronopons. Ooh, this was also talked about as like a potential unban. Engineer Eternal and Falchion. Yeah, Engineer Eternal is banned. Combination banned. Invitation to Valhalla and Brad? Oh, Amnesiac Immortal. So Invitation to Valhalla, I'll go and pop up the card just because I have FoWind open. But basically, you could like mill all of your Brads, and then they would just go back to your hand, if I'm remembering it correctly. Search your hand, deck, and or graveyard for up to 4 cards and remove them from the game. If you search your deck, shuffle it. Okay, and then just looking at Brad, just to double check. So basically if it goes into the grave or RFG, it just goes back to your hand. Yeah, at end of turn, put this card from your removed area into your hand. Oh, no, removed area. So if it goes to the grave, it just stays in the grave, but yeah. Oh, wait, no. If this card would be put into a graveyard from the field, put it into your, it's ours a grave. Yeah, Brad is basically Sinister Serpent. That's an understandable combo ban. That was gonna be some major cheese with, I think Olivia was the play line. It was like Olivia, and then it was one for support cards. It was a random. Let's type in random and it should pop up. Was it Surging? It's one of these cards. Oh, Thunder Emperor Strike, yeah. You may search your deck for a War Chant with total cost 2 or less, remove it from the game. You may play it from your removed area without paying its cost. Yeah, so that was the play line. Play that in Olivia, play Invitation to Valhalla, dump all your Brads, and you basically just have Brad as, you know, those new basically free spells are just like online for the rest of the game for you. That's an understandable one, yeah. Shrine of the Dragonoids and Blade Dance. Shrine of the Dragonoids would boost stuff, right? Yeah, this one, fire sources do an extra 200, and then what was Blade Dance again? It was as an additional cost, play this card, rest X, recovered armament. This card deals 400 damage. Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. Wellster, the progenitor of magic, and Sword of Progression. Yeah, I have a recording with that deck. I can see it being a problem. Just because like Sword Progression wants to be played multiple times, and it's a chant, and Wellster will recover a stones. You'd basically be playing it for free once a turn, so that's a fair one. Magic Stone Research Institute and Phantasmal Ascendant. Sure, that it's a little I mean, Phantasmal, was that one necessary? I feel like if you're running Magic Stone Research Institute, well, okay, I guess you could swing a little. You could swing a turn earlier for game, so that's probably fair. Witch of the Fallen Kingdom and Phantasmal Ascendant, that one is a fair one. Magic Stone Research Institute, like that one, you know, with Phantasmal Ascendant, that could be a problem. Witch of the Fallen Kingdom and Phantasmal Ascendant, that was a definite problem. Control decks, that was their win con, was to get to 5 stones to drop Witch of the Fallen Kingdom, to do the Witch Train, and get Pumpkin Witch at the end. Now, was that beatable? Yeah, you just had to have cancels in hand for it, but the issue is that you're playing against a control deck, and the control deck will have cancels out the wazoo, because if a control deck gets to, let's just, you know, be generous and say 3 stones, and they're dropping, you know, 2 Phantasmal Ascendants, it's beatable, but at the same time, like, once they're on the field, I hope you have something to stop the damage. Do you have an Intimidation? Hanzo, Ninja of the Moon, and Hologram of the Crimson Moon. Eternal Artificial Archipelago, and Ark's Gears Grail. Players cannot recover more than 1 magic stone they control. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. Because Eternal, that's ramp. It's like half ramp because you can only recover it like once every other turn, so that one's fair. I could see that staying combination banned. There we go. Iga, Village of Assassins, and Rocket Dive, Pink Spider. A hit to hide that was needed. Cheers to that. Ainz plus Garfy, Administrator of the Great Dimension Library. Okay, that was the end of the combination ban list. Why the fuck wasn't Trueblade off of the list? I'm just now realizing. No, like, I'm not going crazy. Trueblade is on here, right? Yeah. Why the fuck is Trueblade still on this list? It does not need to be there. Why? I'm baffled. Why is it still on there? Are they just forgetting about it? They gotta be forgetting about it at this point. It doesn't need to be on there. It has to be a internal meme for the company of like, hey, should we unban Trueblade of Spirits? Nah. Why? Wait, okay, I have one idea. Is spirit magic? Is this the one justification? There's a line on Lorite that no one ever reads. Remove 3 spirit magics in your graveyard from the game. Put this card from your graveyard into your hand. That can't be the reason. That cannot be the reason why it's still banned. That's not the reason why it's still banned. There has to be some other bullshit. No, my money is it's a meme at this point. It has to be a meme. That is the only way I can justify it. My boys, Virgil, Belial, hang in there. Alright, yeah, this was a crazy one. Holy shit. So the Witch Train is still a playline. There are other ramp cards in the game, but it's not as like it's not quick cast ramp. Well, there is one quick cast ramp. I don't think anyone's gonna be running it. So that is interesting. Let's go ahead and see these justifications. Okay, so the justification for banning Melfi is that it was a zero cost resonator basically. They like combo decks, but they didn't want any zero cost combo decks. So fair. Tea Party's ban is similar to Prototype Magi Trooper, where Prototype Magi Trooper was basically getting rid of the 40th card in your deck. Tea Party was basically getting rid of 37 through 40. They intended for this card to be played to make light resonators quick cast, but yeah, no one was doing that. They were basically just using it to thin their deck. This card might not come off the ban list. It might not. We shall see. Angelic Battle Barrier, they are saying that it's similar to Severing Winds, where every deck played it, and it was mostly just to stop aggro and combo decks, but instead, like, even combo decks were using it to protect their combos. So that is fair justification to ban it. It's a silence card, and silence cards are always controversial. Sad to see it go. It definitely did make my plays feel a little safer, but that is a fair one to go. They make a fair justification as to why Child of the Fire Moon is game banned as opposed to Child of the Light Moon. Child of the Light Moon is definitely a defensive card. I myself use it a little bit proactively. There are moments where it is definitely used defensively. Like if I feel like my opponent is gonna like pop off on their turn or something, it's like, hey, you get your one spell, make it count. Or if they do like saying like during their untaps to really capitalize on the turn, or they like start their turn after they've used Phantasmal Ascendant on my turn, using a Child of Light Moon on their turn, it definitely is like, hey, you can call your stone, you can attack, but yeah, you only got your one spell. Whereas Child of the Fire Moon, you could hold on to that God's Art until the last minute, and that could literally just be the game decider. So I see it go because it was definitely a cool card, and I definitely lost to it multiple times. But yeah, no, that's a fair one. Sprinting Steward. I'll actually read this one. We have been monitoring the decks playing Sprinting Steward since it was printed. We have seen a lot of diversity and tons of different builds using Sprinting Steward as the card to win the game. We wanted the Fire players to have a fun tool against other kinds of decks, but as more sets are released for Wanderer, more powerful and popular becomes Sprinting Steward. We thought about putting it in the combination ban list, but as happened with Virgil, Rebel against Satan in the past, the power of this card exceeds the restrictions of the combination ban list. With this in mind, we have decided that Sprinting Steward is banned. Yeah. I could see why you could compare it to Virgil, sure. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's definitely its own card, it's its own thing, but I could see, yeah. Aristella Twin Prince. So I'm not seeing the Star Deck version, so I'm curious if people will run the Star Deck version and just not have a second Moonchild. That's interesting. Oh, I gotta read this one. As main character of the Hero Cluster, Aristella Twin Prince has been the most popular ruler of this year. Yeah, we have seen hundreds of different... Oh, Aristella has got to be unbanned in August because we're getting a promo version of his contract. Oh my god, yeah, I just now realized that. Wow. We have seen hundreds of different builds using Aristella as ruler, control, aggro, combo, and everything in between. We really like the ideas of the community when building decks with Aristella, but even if we like it so much, the story of Aristella is approaching its end, as we still want the community to play with Aristella Twin Prince. We have decided that Aristella Twin Prince is banned, but remember that Aristella is not banned, the Star Deck version. We believe that Partner 1 Moonchild will make Aristella less popular, but it will still be playable. That is gross in some ways because the promo for his contract is coming out, but you have to play it with the lower power version. I don't think Aristella Twin Prince will be banned for too long because that just, yeah, no, I would hit the support cards. Like, fuck, dude. That feels like yeah, he literally has been getting the most support throughout the whole cluster, but yeah, no, that feels a bit too aggressive to me. Yeah. Engineer of Eternal. So the reason for Engineer of Eternal getting banned is that, yeah, the rulers of Homeland have just been really nutty. Like, even if you're not drawing off of it, it's still a free body. And I mean, like, if you're running a deck that will actually drop another edition, yeah, it's another draw card. Sealed One-Eyed Dragon. Oh, okay, so the reason why they're banning this is that it was definitely intended for Vega, but just a lot of other decks were running it, and also they already had combination banned with Moonshade, and yeah, putting it back on the combination ban list would still probably keep it as a popular card. And here's some lore. We basically got some lore confirmation here. We do not think that putting it back into the combination ban list would reduce the popularity of this card, and now that Electra has been released from its curse, we have decided that Sealed One-Eyed Dragon is banned. So there's some lore justification for that card getting banned. I could see come August this card getting unbanned potentially. I feel like this card is just a really good card. I mean, it's another one of those things where like it's a free draw, so there's that, and they seem to not. I say free draw. It's essentially a free draw. So yeah, I could see this one not coming back. But if it does come back in August, I would not be shocked. Even though they're like, oh, we don't know if it should be combination banned again and stuff, I feel like this card has potential to come back, yeah. Painter Gears. So this card was definitely intended to be played with Sex and Noon, but it's a zero cost card in combo decks. They're straight up acknowledging that Sex and Noon are not popular, and yeah, they really want them to be popular, yeah. That is fair. That is a card design that had an unintentional mistake attached to it, yeah. That is fair. So yeah, Cyclone, new Hero of Eternal, is something that they want to aim for the like zero cost cards. They want them to be more restrictive. Like, if you do want those zero cost cards, you have to play them in certain kind of builds and stuff, yeah. Generate Replicant. It was intended mostly just for Olga to go and get replicants, but you know, similar to Priscia's Secret of Friends and Priscia's Big Show, kind of just got used in just a lot of control decks. And with Priscia, there's multiple like instances where you can stop it. You can Garyon the Big Show, you can Lorite it, you can stop the enter of Priscia. There's like multiple ways to stop it. Whereas Generate Replicant, it's hard to interact with it because, you know, yeah, sure, you might stop one Generate Replicant, but like your opponent could easily have like another copy. Here's another thing, like Generate Replicant is also a chant, so you wouldn't be able to like Lorite an enter of that or something like that. Like there's not so much interaction you have going on with it, so that one is a fair ban. Invitation to Valhalla, Brad Amnesic Immortal. So with this, they straight up are acknowledging that being able to just toss out all of your copies of Brad and then get them back in your hand, that's a problem. So that's a fair one, yeah. Shrine of the Dragonoids, Blade Dance. So for these two, yeah, it's just, it could like snowball into a very like early finish with Electra decks. So that one's fair. Electra, like, she does rely on a lot of RNG, but just being able to consistently deal a bunch of damage, yeah, no, that's fair. Welser and Sword Progression. So yeah, this one is, yeah, it's the unfair advantage. And I mean, like, Welser definitely doesn't have a whole lot going for him. Like most Welser decks, they're not getting to the point to where they can flip Welser, but Sword of Progression definitely makes his plays just a lot more powerful because you get free draw for the first activation of Sword of Progression, and then yeah, it's cancels online, so you have 3 cancel cards right there that are cheap. It's a 1-drop and just gets better. Sounds fair. Magic Stone Research Institute, Phantasmal Ascendant. So the situation here is that they want Phantasmal Ascendant to be played in Fire Resonance decks, so that's understandable. The Witch of the Fallen Kingdom and Phantasmal Ascendant. So yeah, similar with the previous combination ban, they want Phantasmal Ascendant to be played in Fire Resonance decks. So that one's fair, yeah. Hanzo Ninja of the Moon, Hologram of the Crimson Moon. Oh, This is an infinite combo. There is an infinite combo here. I feel like this has been mentioned before. I did not realize this was an infinite combo that just lets you draw your whole deck. Whoops. Wow. Totally slipped my mind. Alright, that's fair. Yeah, that's probably gonna stay banned then, yeah. Eternal Artificial Archipelago. Arcs Gears Grail. Okay, so the problem here is, yeah, Artificial Archipelago giving barrier to this, and then also I feel like the whole like half ramp with Artificial Archipelago could also be another like game changer right there. So that's yeah, it's fair. Iga Village of Assassins Rocket Dive. Yeah, the draw power here is very strong, so that is completely fair. Yeah, no, that one sounds fair. Ainz and Garfi. So with Garfi, when you play an edition, you draw a card. So if Ainz wanted to like do some like 0 drop editions, yeah, that would just like let you like continuously draw. So it's another situation similar to Prototype Magi Trooper. You could play some like also just solid editions as well. Ainz becoming an edition deck, that one's fair. That's a fair justification there. Okay, so this was a very interesting ban list update. This is what is gonna be legal in Worlds now. Yeah. Out of what got banned, what I can see coming off, I think there's room for Melfi to come off, even though they're saying that it's a free resonator. There's still times that you can interact with it. Like it's a quick cast, it's a chant, it has an enter ability, so there's ways to stop it from actually popping off. So I think Melfi could come off in August. Tea Party, I'd be hopeful that comes off, but I could see that not coming off. Angelic Battle Barrier, that might stay on there. Child of the Fire Moon, I'd like to imagine it could come off, but I would not be surprised if this stays on there. Sprinting Steward, as much as I would like it to come off in August, I can absolutely see this being another Virgil situation of cards just too good. Yeah. Aristella, I honestly think that this Aristella will come off in August, if not a following ban list. He is the main protagonist of this cluster. Yes, he has another ruler card, but they're straight up like making another promo for his contract. I don't see them keeping this on the ban list for too long. Like, ban his support cards before you ban the ruler. That's just what I'm saying. Engineer of Eternal, I honestly didn't think this was a huge problem. I could be wrong. I could just like never got matched up with this card that much to where it was a huge problem. Sealed One-Eyed Dragon, I feel like this card can come off come August. Yeah, I know they're saying it's like really strong and stuff, and it'd be popular, you know, even if it does get combination banned with stuff. I still think that this card can come off. It's really good, but yeah, I feel like that's probably one of my hotter takes is Sealed One-Eyed Dragon. Painter Gears, yeah, I could see that one staying on there, as rough as it is. I could see Sex and Noon getting a new support card where maybe it's a 0 cost if you're running Sex and Noon or something like that. Yeah. Generate Replicant, I would say putting it on like an edition, like putting this ability on like maybe an edition that its enter is the ability to go and search for a resonator. That could possibly be a way to semi bring it back, like a retrain of the card, or make it to where it's not a resonator but instead a replicant, like specifically a replicant. Because like Generate Replicant, I assumed reading that it was only going to be a replicant, but no, it's just straight up like any resonator. Yeah. This might stay on here. Invitation to Valhalla and Brad. Shrine of the Dragonoids and Blade Dance, this could come off. I think it's gonna be very dependent on how Electra like does in Worlds. Welser and Sword Progression, I would say like maybe 5 years down the road this gets unbanned. I think it really depends on where the power level for the game goes. Obviously power creep is still happening, but I feel like it's slowed down a little. So I think like maybe 5 years down the road this might get unbanned. Magic Stone Research Institute and Phantasmal Ascendant, I feel like this one and Witch of the Fallen Kingdom, if neither of these gets unbanned in August, I could see a world where Phantasmal Ascendant just gets straight up banned. Hanzo and the hologram, that's probably gonna stay on there. This will probably always be banned. The Eternal Archipelago and the Gears Grail, like that is just really powerful. Like that just stops your opponent like hardcore. Iga and Rocket Dive, yeah, it's probably gotta stay there. Yeah, if Hyde wants to use Iga, they have to give up their contract. That's a fair combo ban. Yeah, Ainz and Garfi, yeah, I did. What was the one that's there's a goofy ass play line? There's a Gears that I know I'm getting sidetracked on the video, but oh, this was it. Okay, yeah, Great Dimension Library. So yeah, banish this card until end turn you may play. Okay, so yeah, people were talking about having Ainz like reveal this and being able to like banish it, like be able to banish your own Ainz. Yeah, but yeah, no, this is a fair one. Yeah, an Ainz edition deck sounds really good. I have complaints about this combination ban list. They are straight up saying that it's going to change in August to where stuff is coming off and nothing is going on. It's probably gonna be a tight 3 months as far as what people will be playing, but I think this will be healthy for Worlds. I want to say this will be healthy for Worlds. I'm not playing in Worlds. I just have the June tournament. There might be like some other tournaments to play in, but like as far as like GPs go, there's just the June tournament left for us. So yeah, this is very interesting. I need to edit my deck, or I need to find a new deck. But yeah, this is a little funky. We'll see how this works out. Let me know what you think about this ban list. Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? What would you take off of this list? What would you put on this list? Taking my personal feelings out of this, I've already mentioned how I felt about it. Yeah, Worlds is gonna be interesting. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.